sleep. I'm gonna just take this drink out of your hand so that you don't have to fucking point with it. Mafia heads up. Look around and make sure you know who it is. Okay, decide on your first kill. Decide on your second kill. Okay, Mafia heads down. Cop heads up. Decide on someone to check. Cop heads down. Medic heads up. Decide on someone to save. Medic heads down. Everybody heads up. Draskell died.
I heard obvious movement
Well played, Andy.
here.
I'm awesome at this game.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I'm not. I mean,
It could have been the medic or the
like
cop.
I heard
The medic could have saved himself.
yeah,
Right?
like
Like 100%.
They should. That doesn't mean they will.
Mackie,
This
yeah.
is the problem. We're playing with so many new people, so we keep
You
assuming
heard my arm
perfect play.
moving through the
We
air.
keep assuming perfect play out of the Mafia.
Are you
Yeah,
Superman?
no, I heard.
By the way, let me just say something. Let
Something.
me just say something. The medic cannot save the same person twice. You can alternate. Like you can say one A B A B A B.
By the way, is
You
there
can't
visuals
serve
in this
A
game
A.
or
Say A.
No, or wait, there is a Vigi, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
One
Actually,
Vigi, one
shit.
medic.
Shit, hold on. I didn't call the Vigi, so everyone heads down. Sorry.
I thought you did.
I didn't.
Okay.
Are they going to do in the first round?
Everyone heads
I mean,
down.
they shouldn't shoot anybody first time anyway.
Vigi heads up if you want to kill someone. Vigi heads down. Okay, everybody heads up.
Okay. But you shouldn't want to kill
So
anyone.
we know that whoever was the medic saved somebody that the Mafia targeted.
Or the Mafia just shot one to make you think that.
Can the medic save themselves? That's not really a good round.
It's
No,
not.
they
It's
would
not.
never do that.
It's dumb.
Could,
It's just an
Ken,
option.
could the medic save themselves this round?
Yes.
Okay.
So
But they
should,
can't.
should,
If like you
The
can't
medic
save the
should
same
save
person
themselves.
2 nights in a row.
okay, so this is the first round. Should the medic come forward and say I?
No, because if we lose
No.
the medic,
So okay, so
You can't say because of that
one second,
rule.
you say the
Because
medic
of that
can't
rule.
heal the same person twice, so you can't heal yourself round.
The reason why that's bad
Okay,
is because he can't
because
save himself
first-
twice,
I'm so confused.
and if he comes out, if the Mafia doesn't know that the medic might not have saved himself.
Yeah, true.
Well, no, if there was a save, Mafia knows that there was a save, but the
Yeah,
medic doesn't know
Well,
if
the
he
Mafia
saved someone that was
the Mafia
targeted.
doesn't know that the medic saved himself necessarily.
Yeah, true.
Because it could have been a new player as a medic. He could have just pointed to anybody.
Right,
That
but
sounds
really unlikely.
Well, if you're new, you don't know.
Can we assume the medic saved themselves?
I
And
think
then
the
if only
medic
one
saved
person
themselves.
dies, the
You
medic
should
saved
assume
themselves.
that.
and now
I
the
mean, I think
Mafia
that
know-
regardless of what the medic did, it makes no sense to come forward. Like,
No,
But
exactly.
the
No,
Mafia
that
know
wasn't
who
the
the medic is.
No.
yeah, the Mafia do know.
The Mafia knows who the medic is
because
now.
Yeah.
If
They
he
tried
saved
to
himself.
target him, and he didn't die, or she, or wait, no, that's
The medic
the other
could,
way.
the medic could have targeted somebody else,
It's
which is unlikely
that's the
but
thing.
possible.
It's either Mafia knows who the medic is, or it was a medic misplay.
no, they can't. Well,
Yeah,
assuming that they
yes.
self-save.
Exactly.
Assuming that they
We keep
self-save.
assuming perfect
Which
plays.
is I think that's the only way to play round
Yeah, we
one.
have to assume that.
But
the Mafia
it doesn't
knows
mean
that
that someone
people
did.
the medic saved them.
Because
What other
a lot of us
options?
are
That's what I'm saying.
just
Both,
the player
okay,
instinct.
this
That's
is the
what
point
you
of
do
this
as a medic.
discussion
You
because
save
both
yourself round
ways
one.
mean
Like,
the
some
medic
people
should
don't
go
even know
forward.
they can self-save. Yeah, okay.
Well, Mark, you said something.
Yeah, I heard some moving here when the Mafia was off.
On LD?
I mean, there was also a bunch of shit going on in the kitchen. as
Yeah,
well,
no, but it
Alright.
actually sounded like.
I did not hear anything. Did you hear anything? Did you hear anything? Yes, I heard movement in the kitchen. In the kitchen, yeah, from here.
There's no kitchen here.
The food area.
That's such a Mafia thing to say.
Did anyone else?
Next round,
Did
medic
anyone
self-save
over
themselves.
here hear any movement?
Are you making a
So next round,
time?
medic is dead. most likely.
Yeah.
Unless
Okay,
the
but
medic
exercise you mean. No, but
Yeah.
I want to
Penne
know.
carbonara.
So I want to know
You
one
guys had that
thing.
3 times.
I mean,
If
that's
the
funny thing is
medic-
it's-
Sorry.
Guys, okay, like you're talking over people a lot, so I'm just gonna.
If the medic now would he want to heal himself, he can't.
Yeah.
No.
So
No,
if
hold
he
on, hold
self-
on. First, it's not established that the medic saved himself. So when you ask,
No,
can
but
he save himself? That's not a question
Like
that can be
if
answered.
he okay, so can he save himself twice in a row if he
No,
wants?
He already
the
said
medic
that.
can't save the same person twice.
So we know if he healed himself, he's dead.
If the medic
Pretty
played
much.
properly, then he's probably.
That is also something that you can't answer because you
No,
don't
I'm
know.
not
if
asking,
he-
but I assume.
I mean, this is Wepus' second game. Dooney didn't even play last game.
Yeah.
Medic will know though.
Okay, does anyone else have any other information? Like, did anyone hear anything or feel anything? Nothing?
Dorka? You've been quiet. Did you hear anything?
You didn't, he's spoken twice.
This is the
He's
problem,
spoken,
because
I was
everyone's
just
talking, everyone's saying people are quiet.
Yeah, alright. Well, I didn't hear whatever you said, so.
I was the one that said that the medic knows,
My name has her eyes
the Mafia knows who the medic is more likely than not.
I'm just
As long as there's no medic
Okay.
explained.
Do you have any reads on anyone yet? Like, no? Not really. Okay. Alright, so the Vigilante did nothing.
You have to tell them.
We're assuming, for now, that the medic healed himself. It seems the most likely
Yeah.
proposition
There's
for
no
now.
place now.
Then,
Chance that he dies.
So
if the cop is still alive and found a Mafia, this is the time to make the play.
Yeah.
Because then you're already
If there's-
eliminating one Mafia, we're down to 2, then it's 2 versus how many players are we?
I mean, you can just.
We were 12
If
to we were
if you
13
copy
originally,
map-
and
So we're down to 12.
one.
And
It was 12? I
That
thought it
means
was 13.
that means that the map
Only
can
one
only
died.
target one
Okay.
person.
Well, wait, you started with 13, so now we're down to
More
12.
information.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
okay.
we're 12 now.
Sorry.
So it's 3 versus 9. So if the cop found a Mafia, kill the Mafia now. And then it's,
Because
the
you're
odds
also,
are awful.
you're also
And then-
guaranteed saved.
And then the medic can use his last life to save the cop
cop,
one
yes.
more night. The cop can get one more piece of information and kill that person without one Mafia.
Yeah,
But it's also unlikely that the cop got a Mafia the first round.
it is highly unlikely.
Yeah.
If the cop got a Mafia, it's now.
It's not highly unlikely. it's
literally
just-
all we have to go for is Max saying she heard something.
That's it.
That's all we.
It's
The only
pretty
information we have.
Yeah,
on
and
it.
they can't even.
And we've
tell
been
you
wrong
exactly, but-
every time we
Every
said it was
single time.
sound based.
I also have
So we should
some
go
movement
for it.
here on the couch.
Okay, we had
What
movement.
kind of movement?
I don't know, jumping.
Left- Which side?
In which phase?
I sure am about to
In
think
which
of
You
it.
phase?
can feel someone your heart's
I'm
here,
like-
so.
For some reason, within the Mafia phase and medic. So,
Well, you shouldn't say the last part.
I'm everything.
or maybe
So
he was
you
protecting.
heard Bamboo or Shane Wibble? Which one do you reckon it was?
Come again?
Which one,
Which one of us
Bamboo or
moved?
Shane?
I mean, one is on your left, the
I'd
other's on your
say
right.
both-
Wait, Andy was on the
both of you,
beanbag, right?
but
He wasn't
both
actually on the couch.
Bamboo-
No, but it's.
Okay.
So you think Bamboo? That's all we got to go on. Either LD, Sind, or Bamboo. It's pretty sketchy.
I-
Well,
I
Bamboo's
think-
pretty likely to point to Andrew now.
But LD's been the Mafia a ton of times and he's suspicious.
And we
So
have
you're
movement.
saying that I'm more likely to be the Mafia again because I have been the Mafia in the
Yes.
past? Okay.
No, I don't know.
Just so we're clear on your degree in
My reasoning
statistics.
is it's LD.
Ted, we followed your judgment
you
many
were doing
games.
Yeah,
I
but
actually
It has
didn't
actually
accuse
never led
anyone,
us in the right direction.
Last game, apart from maybe 2 people who were
Bamboo.
Mafia. Yeah. Oh, Bamboo.
Ted,
yeah,
did you
did
win the
it.
last game?
Start.
But I was
We
innocent,
had
dude.
nothing to go on.
You
I
did
can't
kill him.
remember Ted.
I don't. I'm not saying I think you're Mafia. I'm saying I don't think we should automatically
it would be pretty
follow your
likely
lynch
for him
mob.
to be Mafia because he's been down for like what, all the rounds
I've been
now.
town.
You're
literally
due to be
every-
Mafia.
No, that's a gambler's fallacy. We can't do
I
that.
Well,
really
that's
wanted
what
to be
we're
the
talking
Mafia
about.
desperately.
There's no statistics.
I'm not more likely to be Mafia because I was Mafia last game.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. He's Mafia.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, are you
LD.
guys doing an
okay.
accusation or
Yes.
not?
Okay.
I accuse LD.
Okay, accusation is the second.
Great.
Okay,
That's-
second.
Bamboo
Nice.
second.
What is your
LD.
accusation?
That you're a Mafia and we should lynch you.
Why?
Defense.
Okay.
Why am I Mafia?
We heard movement. Max said she had movement from your side of the room. It could be anyone.
You
here.
said we. Did you hear
I
movement?
didn't hear movement. No.
I
How
took-
far? How much farther were you? Like a
I
foot?
have really bad hearing though. Like literally.
I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, so wait a second.
Shane,
Did you hear movement? She
me?
heard movement in this direction. She heard movement in both directions.
Yeah.
So what she heard could technically be from over here, but that's really unlikely. Then you
To
would
be
have heard it.
honest,
Even if
I
you're
don't
I
think
half
she
literally
could
deaf.
have
have
heard
really,
that.
really
It
bad
was
hearing.
really
You
quiet.
need to be like half deaf for her to
Okay.
get
I
that.
heard
There you
nothing
go.
of that.
Everyone,
Oh, so it was on the couch.
LD
It was on the
defense.
couch.
I heard movement. There was movement behind us. There was movement supposedly in the other direction or somewhere on the couch.
Yeah.
If you want to lynch someone on that basis, then you're shit town, honestly.
Dude, I want to
If you have a more legitimate argument,
the town.
He insulted.
well, I don't like to
town.
lose because of that
Oh
town.
my God. He called it shit town. I say we lynch him.
I'm up for that.
You're essentially saying that you're lynching
Okay.
because he's a good player. That's what you're kind of saying, I think, at this point.
Guys,
I feel like.
we're gonna go through with the vote.
I
Okay.
guess he's small.
So, anything last thing to say, LD?
Any
You're
last?
gonna lose if you
Dead
lynch me.
yet. We have to vote and then he gets his last words.
I hope the
No,
remaining
you
town
won't get
wise
last
up
words if
and
you
don't
vote no.
take
Right.
vote cues from, I think I heard a rustling at one point in the game,
Well,
and then other people contradicted.
Yeah, but it's all we have at the moment.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna lynch and not try to feel out other people. That's fine. If
okay.
you want to play
Well,
that way, then you're likely to
Well,
lose.
Do you have
but
anyone else to suggest?
not really. I mean, I personally find Ted leading the lynch mob a concern.
When have I not led
Yeah.
the lynch mob?
Yeah, exactly.
He's the
Like
big
if I was the
mafia.
guy saying we shouldn't lynch him,
But I'm pretty
I would
sure
be
if
suspicious
Ted plays
as fuck.
Mafia, he's just gonna do the same thing because it's
I
just his
don't know.
nature.
When
He
he
likes to
played-
yell at people.
When he played Mafia before, he was a lot quieter.
Okay.
I
look,
wasn't. I've never been Matthew.
I don't think. Yeah. So,
Oh, wait.
what are you
When
talking
we-
about?
Wait,
He's been down every game. That's
The
the whole
player
point.
who's playing the most differently from last game is Brian. He was super vocal.
That's
That's
a
a
good
fucking
point.
I was just
He
talking
was
about how
super
big that I was
vocal. He was
talking
telling
over
them
people
all
too
the
much, so I've been
scenarios,
quiet.
and
No,
just
no,
completely
he's been
quiet.
You're the one,
talking
and you
a
were
lot.
being super defensive last
been
time. Now you're
talking
being
to
super
people.
aggressive.
I was just
I-
talking a lot, and
I'd
Hobbit's
say
like, let other
hybrid
people
every
talk.
single
You're
day.
talking over people too much, so I've been
What?
quiet.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like Hobbit
Okay,
can
we're
verify
gonna
this.
vote. I did say that.
For what?
Exactly.
You're
We're gonna
making a
vote.
mistake.
Do
Don't
you want
lich
me- do you
me.
want my opinion?
You can come back to
Oh,
me and not vote now and decide to lich me later in the day. I think it's a mistake to lich me now,
After
but
you've killed more people, you murderer.
Do you want my opinion on who I think is Mafia? No?
sure.
I don't
Go
think
ahead.
I don't think it's LD because I think we have terrible things to go off of. Bambo's looking really suspicious because he jumped on LD with no real reasoning. Like,
Let's.
and then Amy said some things about Bambo, like Bambo, I think you're Mafia, and he just kind of smiled wryly.
Dude,
So
he
I-
does that all the time, but you're
I-
right.
I don't think it's Bumble.
Dude, I don't want to kill an experienced
Bumble.
player or
Are
an
you-
amateur.
That's a good point.
Are you Mafia, Bumble?
No, I don't.
Okay. I actually believe it.
But I don't, like,
So,
I'm not gonna
alright.
vote for LD
Look,
because I don't think
now,
that's
now
the
that
He
now
also
that
got
Brian
the
got
voters.
accused, he's
That's
starting
it.
to just spread fire.
Yeah.
The
Well,
moment
that's-
the moment he gets targeted, now he's like,
I did that last game and I was
he-
down.
She is.
That's how I always play. I did that last game and I was
Okay,
down.
guys, we're voting on LD.
Alright,
Okay.
so what is the
3,
point?
2, 1,
I like
vote.
LD this time.
Oh my god.
You just said you were gonna vote on me, Amy.
Okay.
But
You,
maybe your defense.
right
is different.
before the vote,
Dude,
and then
I
there was more
accused you and I didn't
conversation.
vote.
Yeah.
I accused Bamboo.
Your defense was pretty good.
He's also the closest she heard sound. I think Bamboo's pretty
Okay, because you,
suspicious
I'm
and
just
the only
saying
one
you,
voter.
because you brought up the sound, and then Amy said, well, I heard rustling on the couch, and then later when I was being accused, Amy was like, I think we should vote on him, and
No,
was ready
Amy
to go.
actually said she didn't think the noise could have come from this far.
Yeah,
She
she
said it
No,
was
that was in
back.
the context of the discussion about did she hear me, but she was prepared to vote. And then you changed your mind. So I'd like to know, why did you change your mind?
I didn't change my mind at all. I didn't hear anything of that.
Okay. So you were never, maybe I misheard you then.
No, I was convinced that it was him. the
That's
entire
true.
time.
She's been
I was
Bambo
just
the
not-
whole time.
I was just not saying it.
Okay.
Alright, so how convinced are you then?
I'm very convinced. I mean,
Alright, let's do this. I accuse Bambo.
Yeah, second, third.
Alright,
You,
I don't
Bambo.
think.
Is there a
Honestly, I don't think it's Bumble.
alright.
I
I
do.
really don't.
He's-
You've been
He's-
wrong every time, Shane, just like
Yeah,
me.
you just go with everyone.
Ted, what is your success rate? While we're on the subject.
I get totally
God.
Bambo,
Alright.
let's see your defense.
Bambo defense.
I'm just an amateur. Like, what's the point if I survive now? Like, I'm still gonna suck, so you can still kill me in the end. If I'm the
He
Mafia.
said he was such a valuable player, and oh, now he's an amateur.
But he was the
Yeah,
cop the last time.
Yeah, but compared to last time
But
as
he
well,
didn't say he
Are
was
we
an
saying that we
amateur.
think
He was
Bambo
pro
can never
last
lie?
time.
I mean,
No, but when he said he was a
I'm
valuable player the
I'm
last
saying
time.
I'm just in town. I'm not the Mafia. And it's like, it's up to you guys.
He
Okay.
just states facts.
Yeah, he really
Can we
does.
vote?
Yeah, we're voting. 3, 2, 1, vote.
Peace out, bros.
Okay. That was you guys gotta vote at the same fucking time. Yeah, we're redoing that, but we're doing it at the you gotta voting at the same time.
Okay.
How many votes do you need?
Huh?
Does it matter? Like, how many?
No, why does it
Just
matter
like-
if the same
Because
time?
sometimes a Mafia will
Because,
wait and
look,
look at the hand.
You can't look around, see how many people
I was-
counted,
I was
and then
like,
decide if
we
you
need
want
more.
to.
decide.
Alright.
Oh, like that.
That was
okay.
fucking late from LD and
What?
Yeah.
Dude, I went up right away.
Okay, maybe you weren't, but
Yeah,
that
I was-
vote
I
was,
was
fucking
like, I
late.
didn't know
That
if we-
one doesn't fucking count.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
he
didn't know
was
if we needed more.
Alright, let's
Or
go
like-
again then.
Go with raise your hand if you voted yes on that one.
I voted yes.
BGM, you did not vote yes. You voted like
Oh.
3 seconds after.
Yeah, but I
like,
thought if
the-
we're gonna redo it.
Can you do a countdown then?
Yeah.
I don't,
It's like nothing to base it on.
no, I think it was K-pop.
How can you raise your hands again if you voted
No.
yes on that last one?
But no, am I not?
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so he's out regardless of your vote or not. So.
Yeah, that's what
Ken,
I'm.
I think you should do a countdown. Like,
I did.
here's the number of people in the game. This takes this many votes to kill.
I don't think it matters how many votes it takes to kill if you're
Yeah,
all
you should
voting
be
at the
voting
same
yes
fucking
or
time.
no.
You should be like looking
Well, I mean,
and analyzing how many there
Yeah,
are.
exactly.
Yeah.
But some people clearly aren't.
Right. So I think making it easier for them to count is not.
Agreed.
Yeah, it's fine.
It should be up to you to determine
Okay.
that. Right. Okay. So Bambo, you're out. Everyone go to sleep. Mafia, heads up. Decide on your first kill. Decide on your second kill. heads down. Cop heads up, decide on someone to check. Cop heads down. Medic heads up, decide on someone to save. Medic heads down. Okay, everybody heads up.
I think
Shane's
you
dead,
got the same
and
person
River's
last
dead.
time.
Did you forget the vigilante again?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, so fuck. Everyone heads down.
Well, I normally don't play with 1 to 13 people.
Vigilante heads up, decide on someone to kill if you're gonna kill someone. Okay, Vigilante heads down, everybody heads up. Sorry, you're dead.
Yep.
You're dead.
Rip.
Okay, so there's a big chance one of them was the
There was a very bad thing for me that round because Shane said I think it's K-pop and then died. But I wanted to be the first person to point that out.
I also want to point out that I think Durka was the medic, because in the very first medic round, I heard him moving, like a rustle sound.
Why didn't you say that in the first round?
Because I didn't
Well, he
want
doesn't want to out
him
the
as
medic.
fucking
Was it out of the
medic.
medic?
He was talking about medic stuff as well, I think.
Like, even got so obvious, oh yeah, I heard you move, he's the medic. And then it's like the Mafia just fucking kills him. Why would I out?
We got a medic over here, boys!
I don't think we're Mafia.
You and me?
I think us three.
I heard I heard a very quick shearing for second. Who's your second kill? I heard
There was a sound, like a
like
shirt
a really
sound,
quick yeah.
like a mort sound.
It was very
I'm
modest.
definitely
I
talented,
do want
so-
to. I do want to point out that Mod's been talking a tiny bit at the beginning of this round, but you 3 right here basically said nothing.
Wait, Webpass is in the game?
Oh,
What?
oh my. I didn't
Yeah,
know.
Weapons-
Wait, did you guys actually not realize he's
I
in the
literally
Webpass, can you
know.
sit over there?
I realized Weapons was in the
Yeah, I knew he was.
Come on.
He
All
said
right.
nothing.
I knew he was in the game.
That's
Okay.
convenient.
So one thing I noticed that night was that the cop turn was really short. He was like, cop, pick a target, and it took like literally 1 second. So either the cop was 100% predetermined, knew exactly what he wanted, or
Okay.
He was dead.
the cop was dead.
Yeah, which is, I guess, the more likely conclusion.
And we're in the same situation as we were last time. Like if the cop, well, actually, because we think the medic's dead, is it worth the cop coming out? Do we think?
How many players?
It depends on the information. I
Don't
Yeah.
go off of how long the thing is because really it's like
You randomize it?
yeah.
So we're 9 players left.
9, yeah.
And there has to be 3 Mafia left as well, because there were 2
Two
kills.
died.
Yeah.
So-
Considering if there's no vigilante.
Well,
I
the
think,
vigilante
yeah,
was
he
shot.
said-
Well, they were dead before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They were dead before,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, that was my error. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
everyone.
so-
It's late.
okay.
So there are still 3 Mafia left.
So either the vigilante's dead, or didn't decide to shoot up.
He didn't.
Do you guys trust me to make a Yoda?
Well, we don't know that,
No.
right?
Sure.
No.
Okay, my Yoda play is, we lynch LD, and whoever the vigilante is, they kill Webpass. Boom.
I feel pretty strongly about mine.
Reasoning?
A very.
Instinct.
Okay, so I feel like it's really weird
Instinct.
that first
You
of all,
didn't even know he was in the game, Ted, and you just want to go for him
Exactly.
next.
He said absolutely nada the entire time. He hasn't done anything.
At the same time, I question your attention to the game when you know the number of players in the game and you didn't
But
realize
I
that
don't
he's
constantly
there.
sit and count the
sorry.
number of people I'm talking to. There's
Wait,
a lot of
what
people in the
did
room,
you
there's a lot of
say?
stuff going on in the
But the
background.
thing is, if
Even
he
like
said,
stuff here.
if he has that surprise, then I would be surprised if he's Mafia. Like, he would have noticed. Like, if
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, that's
what's in
fine,
the
but
game,
I'm just
right?
saying he's being shit down.
Of course.
How?
Of course.
You would
'Cause
say
you're
that
not
because
paying
you're
attention to
Mafia,
the
LD. Mafia through and through.
Why?
He is Mafia. I can tell it. He's Mafia 100%.
Okay, then just lynch me.
Let's do it.
Because Ted says
I don't
so.
agree.
how many times?
Because this
anyone-
has won us many
is any-
games.
Is anyone seconding LD?
No.
We should quit.
I heard
Probably a
it.
good
Me and you both heard a clear.
We did. We
And it
did.
couldn't have been Weapons because he doesn't have long enough shirts. It's gotta be. It's gotta be Mott. Mott,
Okay.
just like last
Definitely not
game,
me.
Mott only talks when he's like got something to say. Like when he was the vigilante, he like outed it immediately. It was quiet up until that point. This game he hasn't said anything either.
And
If
I'm
he was a
telling you that
Villa,
in town.
if he was Villa, he would have contributed in some way. Knowing Mott,
All right.
What?
he
Kill
would have
him.
contributed somehow.
What?
You accuse him and I'll second.
Alright,
Alright,
well.
We've
look,
got to get
But
this
no, I
out
have
of
been,
the
no,
way.
I have been too bloodthirsty though, so I don't want to do
Wait.
it immediately.
Are we gonna pick Mott over Weapons when he did literally nothing?
I don't,
Wait a second. Okay.
We have
I'm saying-
nothing to go on.
I mean,
Yeah,
or
but
EGM
Mott
for that.
hasn't
Hold on,
done
hold on.
anything really either.
Anyone seconding LD? Yes or no? No?
No.
No one?
Nothing to
Okay,
go.
no vote.
Okay, wait. So,
Alright.
who knew Weapons was in the game?
I mean, to be fair, I do have a better field of
Yeah.
view. Well, all of us in this area do. Still.
He was
I
kinda
mean,
far
you've
back.
turned your head
Well,
to look
for
that
you, the
way.
thing
Yeah,
is, the thing is with
100%,
Weapons,
you
even if
don't
you
know.
know he's in the game, he's so far back, you might not think he's
Yeah,
participating.
yeah.
And I mean, you saw him up, and he hasn't said much either.
Well, he's on the
Playing
same
this
couch,
like I
so
play
it's a
every
little
other
more obvious,
Mafia
I
game.
guess.
The only other thing we've got to go
Your
is
Jammer's
the
has said the
Rustly
same
shirt.
thing I did anyway.
Rustly shirt is
It
always
was
got.
a pretty like.
It was a definite Rustly.
This
Yeah.
is why.
What are you talking about?
This
You're
is
the
why
one
I'm
that's playing
saying
that
we should
fucking
play the
thing.
game
How
without
can you hear
this
anything over
Rustly
that?
shirt
I heard
bullshit.
that.
Well, yeah, then how
I
can you
heard
hear my
Rustly.
wrestling
there's an
shirt?
obvious
You guys
Rustly.
are
There
going
were
crazy with the
three
lynches.
sounds
It's
on this
actually
song.
ridiculous.
Let's all move for
It's
shit.
actually
Wait,
fucking
wait,
The
wait.
insane.
sound cues are actually
Yes.
the worst.
There were 3 sounds on the sofa. My phone went. He's been fucking around with that, and his
What
shirt.
if someone hear my
farts.
shirt over that
Does
shit?
that mean they're
That's
nervous?
bullshit.
Does that
wasn't
mean
doing
they're
it
guilty because
constantly.
they're nervous? Like,
That's all we have to go on.
I'm
that's
pretty
the
sure
problem.
Brian's Mafia. I'm like,
I'm not
100% sure.
Mafia.
I'm good on
I'm
this.
Nilla Villa
I'm-
like before.
you're gonna lynch Brian?
I'm trying to.
Are you a dictator?
I'm trying. I'm
Would
going to-
you like to confront Brian?
Yes.
Okay, then do
All right,
it.
I'm just let's try a little bit of elimination here. We think the cop is dead. Okay, we think the cop is dead.
Yeah.
We think the doctor is dead. We
Yeah.
guess the vigilante was forgotten by Ken. There's no guarantee the vigilante's in the game, but it might be.
Yeah.
Weapus hasn't said or done anything all game. What is the most likely role he has?
Then
He
he's
could
Brian.
he could be Mafia. He could be Mafia, or he could be the vigilante. He's still a beginner. He has a very important role. He has one shot at doing something. He doesn't want to make a mistake. I think him being vigilante is the most likely.
Or
He's
you know
just a
Mafia,
completely
you're
quiet
trying to
town.
defend him.
Or he's completely
quiet
quiet.
town. Because Mott's been quiet town too.
Well, he still spoke somewhat. Like everyone
Not
in the
really
game
decent.
has been speaking
It's
to an
true. He
extent.
did only speak when we accused
Well,
him of
but-
having a rustly shirt.
But we heard. I mean, I want to hear something from Weapus. Like whatever it is. If
Yeah,
you can call
tell-
your
tell-
role or
tell us
anything
like
Who
you
was
know.
the guy that killed this time? It was
Who got killed this round?
Shane and Jerko.
Shane and Dark.
Sharon.
So the thing is, if I would guess Dark is the medic there, because
Yeah,
what
he was.
Okay, so what Mafia did.
Well, you heard
last
a pretty clear
okay,
Russell.
last game,
And he's in
what
V-Mac.
Mafia did was they killed one player that was a threat and one new player. They did that 2 rounds in a row, and then the vigilante accidentally shot whoever, like just around the people, and then Mafia
YOLO.
killed the medic. So if Durka was, since he was Mafia last game, he might think that if there's someone else that was Mafia last game, is Mafia this game, he's gonna protect himself the first turn, because he considers himself that I'll be a threat towards the Mafia.
And
Right.
he was saying that medic, like saving yourself first turn was the right play. Like he said.
Exactly.
There's no doubt in
exactly.
my mind he's the medic.
And then he can
And he
save
knew
someone else.
that saving himself was the right
Yeah,
play.
and then the next turn he would probably save someone that he would see is a threat towards Mafia, so like Brian or LD or someone else. And then the Mafia would just go for him again, since they failed the first turn. So
That sounds pretty plausible.
I mean, why are you so certain that like me and LD are threats to Mafia?
because you're experienced players.
And you're not idiots.
And what
like
is your
me.
role?
I'm
I
just
mean,
a good.
I've been pretty wrong myself.
Even the
Obviously-
baldest idiots have their moments.
Obviously
Don't
Bambo wasn't
you
Mafia,
forget.
or they wouldn't have been able to kill 2, so that was a bad lynch.
That's true. I say we kill Mort and be done with it.
We've also not heard pretty much anything from Jerry.
That's classic Jerry, though. I mean,
That is classic Jerry.
He never
I don't
said
expect Mont to
something.
be this quiet.
I mean, we can't. If we're gonna play that way, we just can't let Jerry play. Like, oh, you're not a
Well,
chatty
Jerry,
person,
Jerry,
so
what
you're
are your
just
thoughts on the game?
you die every game.
What are your thoughts on the game, Jerry?
Well, just the only thing I didn't see was it didn't come any noise from his shirt.
Okay.
That's, I'm kind of suspecting someone of you.
but if you were Mafia, you would corroborate his story that his shirt didn't rustle,
That's true as well.
which now throws the window the spot of suspicion
curveball.
of Jerry and Mort.
Not that
This
strong.
whole shirt rustling thing.
Better than
That's so
nothing.
silly.
Better than
It's
nothing.
so yeah.
I
Not
feel
a
like
spotlight,
okay. I
the
feel like
can.
every time we
I
go by the
definitely
shirt
heard it.
rustling, the town loses. Like
Yes,
it's just
I agree.
it's
But
it's
except-
funny.
Except the one game where the entire room heard it, which was
This
your
one was
shirt.
But I was
But
already
the,
fucking
the
dead,
entire
so I
room has
didn't-
not heard one
I
thing.
usually don't go by clothes rustlings or sounds, but this was an immediate like, who is your second kill? And then immediately as he like, stopped saying those words, it was like a sleeve rustle,
Like a
immediate.
rustle, like a movement, and I reckon it was
Right
him
after that line.
pointing to Durka.
Right
who we
after
know
that line.
died. So somebody here
If
died.
it wasn't that
Shirt
immediate of a
rustle,
cue,
right? Are you right or left-handed? Are you right or left-handed?
I love this.
So he has to point across himself.
That's a
Move
good
your
point.
right arm across your foot. Sit forward.
Do you hear?
Does it make more
Do you hear
noise
shirt-
that way?
Do you hear shirt?
Yes.
Listen, you hear shirt move by doing this.
Let me just say something. Can
Get
you?
up against the
You
net.
literally hear nothing.
You do it
You're
against the
actually.
couch.
You're
This
talking.
is so
You're talking.
stupid.
Everybody, no sound. Everybody, just be quiet like this. And Mort is going to point to Durka. Here, go.
That's a really slow point.
There's too much noise. What the fuck is this noise?
Daisy.
Go.
Do you hear that?
Absolutely.
That's a
Yeah.
very careful point.
That's super careful.
Of course, I'm gonna carefully point if I was gonna be Mafia.
Well,
Oh, you're
like
a
that.
pretty emphatic
But I could,
person. You like go from like super reserved to like
Only when I believe in something.
Yes, like
Like
when
Jack
you're
Dyer.
Mafia.
Like Jack Dyer.
Help me.
That's
Alright.
true.
Alright,
That-
I
that-
accused
That was a
Let's make
mistake.
it-
I made that
Second.
Let's
mistake.
make it official.
I accused him,
Okay.
LD seconded.
Law, defense.
I mean, I've already said all that I can say. I think that whole shirt thing is actually just ridiculous, but
We'll find out.
That's
Okay.
about.
I actually think it's total bullshit unless there's a consensus from people like not like one person, but like at least 3 to 4 people in the
think,
area.
I don't think it's good info, but I think it's the best we have to go on, and it was the most clear, like immediately after "Who's your second kill" that I've heard.
Okay, let's
Like,
do it.
I did not hear it.
Well, we're gonna
I'm
vote
also
now, so you can vote no.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, vote. Okay, Mott, you're gone. That vote was late, so that one doesn't count, but he's still out. Everyone has to fucking vote at the same time.
So
Alright, heads down, everyone.
Why are you looking at me that way?
Because you voted late.
How many?
Okay,
Oh.
Mafia, heads up. Decide on your first kill. Decide on your second kill. Mafia heads down. Cop heads up. Decide on someone to check. Okay. Heads down. Medic heads up. Decide on someone to save. Right. Heads down. Vigilante heads up, decide on someone to kill. Heads down. Everybody heads up. 3 people died. LD, Mac, and K-pop.
Did the Mafia win?
Nope.
So the Vigilante did their job. So,
How does it work?
who died?
So let's do 5 now. You guys should get enough.
How many does people have to live on each side to win?
Mafia has to have half or more than half, and the town have to get rid of everyone that's on Mafia.
Alright, I think this is the time when you say if you're the vigilante and you made the play. So we have something to go by. That's the only thing we know, is someone made the play.
Couldn't
They
the
might have,
vigilante-
the
couldn't the
vigilante
vigilante
might
have
have
been
died.
killed?
Are
They
you-
died
are
at the
you
same
in or
time.
not?
He's not playing.
No, sorry.
Lumi, you gotta get out of the
So the vigilante could have been killed.
So so no one here was a vigilante.
If you're the vigilante, you can eliminate
You make our life
yourself.
a lot easier.
Yeah,
So the vigilante died.
so the vigilante.
Yeah.
So the vigilante was either K-pop, LD, or Mac.
I think it was most likely LD was Mafia out of those 3.
I honestly I had him pegged as Mafia fairly early on.
I feel like your reasoning wasn't good and
My
there wasn't
reasoning
enough
wasn't
evidence
good,
for me to
but
vote.
the
But
thing
if you
is,
put me
you've
on the
gotta
spot
get
and I had to
them
pick
angry
between
and
the
make
3,
them defend themselves, and he was like, instead of defending himself logically, which he's done in other games, he was kind of vicious and sort of like, "You fucking shit town." Do you remember? Shit town was the phrase he used. So I was suspicious of
he's
that.
used that before though. But I still think like out of those 3, LD would have been the most likely Mafia.
No, I don't think so. I think LG was the vigilante.
So who was the Mafia then?
Mac.
Mac?
Yeah.
And the other one was K-pop, right?
K-pop was town.
K-pop was town.
How do you know?
How do you know?
Well, the thing is, with the way you two were arguing about like how he was accusing Mott and stuff, and how he was like sure on Mott, then Mafia could just vote him out because they see him as a threat. And then I don't think LD was Mafia this game because he played differently from
The only thing is I'm generally horribly wrong. So the Mafia don't kill me because I know I'm gonna fucking accuse people wrongly.
I mean, but that's the thing. Like they might have seen K-pop as a threat.
Because he's more
So they vote him
intelligent
out, and then they try and
yeah.
go for LD because he's also a threat. He's also an experienced player.
And then, so you think LD was a vigilante, gets one
Yeah.
shot off, kills K-pop,
No, kills Mac.
kills Mac.
And then the
Why
Mafia.
would he go for Mac then?
Why would he go for Mac? He didn't accuse Mac once.
Not once.
The only one of those 3 that were accused were K-pop and LD.
I reckon LD
I
was
mean, either the vigilante went full YOLO and just tried Mac, and regardless of whether it's K-pop or LD, that's full YOLO. Like they had nothing
Yeah,
to go.
that is full YOLO. But I don't know. It feels weird that he
I
would
don't
go.
think-
It feels weird that he would shoot K-pop.
I don't
That's
see
the
K-pop or LD making a random play on Mac. So I think one of those two was a vigilante.
I'm just saying, if you're put on the spot and you have 3 choices, and one of them hasn't been accused a single time, and the other 2 have been accused by different people, and you feel like you have to make the play to even stay in the game, you pick one of the accused ones. Maybe you YOLO and you randomize, and you don't know which one you pick, but
So we
you
know
don't
that
pick
there are
Mac.
at most 2 Mafia left.
I guess.
Yeah.
So whatever happens tonight, only one of us can die. So we need to make sure that we lynch the right person now, or we basically lose the game.
Yeah. Because it would be weird for the vigilante to shoot K-pop when he was the one who accused Mott last time.
Amy, would you like to weigh in here with an opinion? Or would you like us to lynch you? Are you Mafia?
That's pretty direct.
Are you Mafia?
Did you call her earlier at all?
No.
All right. So
Why? However,
okay. Look.
I did look at her after we decided on something, and she was looking at me suspiciously, and I looked at her and she said, "What?" And she looked away.
All right. So let me get this straight. Okay. You have accused K-pop and LD in this game, right?
Yeah.
You
And I
haven't
was wrong
accused
both
her at all.
times. Yeah.
You're wrong both times. Then you think, who did you think was the vigilante?
I personally think it was LD, and I think he killed K-pop.
And you think he killed K-pop?
Yes.
I can agree on that actually. I'm not sure because K-pop was still, like, considering he was.
Neither of them's gonna
He
make
could've
me
been
YOLO
Is
play.
this
He could've
just
tried
a
to
YOLO
cover
play
up.
then? Like you go from your 2 targets are out and you just pick someone new.
I'm just
It
picking
seems
someone
super aggressive.
new and suspicious, that's it. I've done it the entire time, that's how I play. It's just like, we've got to roll the dice here, because we're never going to figure out which 5 of us is the Mafia. And if we kill the wrong person, the Mafia wins, right? If we don't kill anyone tonight, they kill one more person and win anyway. So we have to try and win now, so just pick someone and win.
But you seem super eager. Like this is
Because
the,
I
this
don't
is
want to lose the game by
This
just
is the
not
last
killing
day,
someone.
and you're just randomly firing
Alright,
a
so
shot
who
at
do you
someone.
want to kill?
I have no idea who to go for.
Yeah,
But I mean, it's still like that's just a full-out YOLO play.
I
That
will
just
just say, Sims,
that just stinks like you just want to
generally
win.
speaking, you tend to be a bit more forthright about who might or might not be suspicious. And I'm wondering if the reason you're leaping to Amy's defense is because you are Mafia and she is Mafia and you're trying to defend it.
There's one thing that we, like in the start, where she did the couch sound, we got nothing out of that twice. It was just the...
What, you mean
thing.
Dawn?
No, Amy.
Out of the couch sound
Yeah,
thing she talked about, they're both out, and neither of them would have been Mafia with who was killed by the vigilante,
Exactly.
right? The only one on the
We got
couch
nothing
remaining
out
was
of it.
Weapons. So that was just a complete mislead.
Right.
It was completely
so,
useless.
So you think that means that she is Mafia or isn't Mafia?
That's actually a really good point.
I have no idea. I would think
That's the best thing I have to go by so far. That and your aggression. So I think either of you is Mafia, and I don't want to pick. I want to hear
That's
Weapons.
the only lead I can feel. Yeah.
I'd vote for Ted because I feel offended.
Yeah, that's a pretty good reason.
It's almost as good as yours. So,
How do you decide this? Is it like a voting now?
it's the same as
It's
everywhere.
an accusation and second.
Is there any chance that any roles are left?
I don't think so. I think the cop probably got killed. And I think
If there's a cop
probably
left,
could've
they
been
would say
Drasko.
right now
Yeah,
that they're a
vigilante has
cop.
to be dead, right?
But the problem is, anyone could say they're the cop, and there's no way that they'd be, no, I'm the
Like,
cop.
there's, I would say there's 2 options for the cop. Either
But then he's
Drasko was
played
the
quietly
cop.
all game. Like, hasn't even made a call.
But
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
either was Drasko was the cop, got killed first round,
Yeah.
or the cop got a town in the first night and got killed in the second round.
Yeah, I had nothing to tell.
And after that, like,
That
cop
fits.
was dead after second night for sure.
Yeah, medic dead, vigilante.
And Medic,
know
Medic
Medic
died
died
second
second
night
night.
because
Yeah,
it was
and the
Dirk.
vigilante died last turn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to say no roles left. So we're basically 3 town, 2 Mafia. That's all we've got left. And we have to pick the right person now, or we lose the game.
Yeah.
RNG. Any more information? Time to make a play with us. Let's go.
Any more opinions except for me?
I mean,
The only person I suspect more than you is Cinderin. And I think
Now you suspect me more.
I said the only person I suspect as much as Amy.
But you said more.
Well, that's,
You just said more.
yeah,
You really said more.
Did I say more?
Yeah.
Well, I do suspect you more because of that conversation we just had. When I accused
Wait,
you,
the one where I said more,
when I
or the one
accused
before?
you-
The thing is,
you
I
didn't
would
say anything.
suspect.
that's also
You didn't
one
say
thing.
anything.
Ted always goes like chaos and like accuse everyone.
Right,
thing
but
is-
the point
the
is,
thing is,
you
I would
have to
agree with
accuse
you. I
people,
would
everybody just sits
suspect
there
Amy and
quietly,
Cinderin.
and
Yeah,
nobody is
that's
forced to say anything.
That's
You've
true
got to
as
force
well.
people to say shit.
That's like a mafia thing to do, to like
No,
create chaos.
I've literally done it every single game.
I mean, I
I've
only
never
play
been the
this
Mafia, I've prayed for a Mafia card 5 fucking games, and I've got a stupid townie every time.
Alright, can we summarize what we have to go on again? So, Weapons was quiet the first 2 entire rounds when we
Yeah,
started.
but so was EGM.
So was
Yeah.
EGM.
So
Okay.
was Amy. So that's nothing to go on. It could be any of those.
Amy misled with the sound.
Or she was just mistaken.
Yeah, well, say that.
Like I mean, I've been in
So
the.
But it's still misleading.
So in my eyes,
That's-
If she's
that's-
we should
suspected,
go
she's
for a
still
silent
misleading.
So that's misleading. You started being super aggressive in this last round.
I've been
You've
the
been
same way
aggressive.
every
You've
time.
been aggressive, but
Yeah,
you're
we're down to
even
5
more
people.
aggressive.
We have to pick one person. You go. I know that you guys. Are
I mean,
probably
of
not gonna
course
accuse
you're
somebody.
excited. Because
Well, pick somebody.
if you pick the right one,
Pick me,
you're gonna
and
win.
you'll win or lose the game based on that.
Can I go for
I
that?
think we should pick a silent.
Go for that.
Okay, so
I would
are
pick
we
Cinder.
doing an accusation in a second? So this is already on him, I guess, or
Who do you want to
is someone
I'm
accused?
saying him.
I still don't want to accuse.
I'll
Okay,
second
so-
it.
I'm really not sure.
All right, so we're doing an accusation and a second on Cinderin defense.
Well, I've already listed the whole thing. I have nothing more to say. Like, I've literally recapped everything that's been happening in the last 4 rounds with all of our players. I can't do more than that.
I think you changed your style of arguing from now to in previous rounds when you were.
I think
logical.
K-pop, Cinder, and Amy was Mafia. Where's Mafia?
Okay, well I think I'm saying Cinder.
Because
you're
I
saying
think I was
Amy.
wrong with the Mac thing. I think LD shot K-pop because K-pop was so on.
But
to
it could be Cinderin
getting one out
and
of the
Amy,
way.
and I think if we get rid of Cinderin, that's better.
But he talks.
Yeah, I think getting rid of Cinder.
She's
silent.
If
person.
you think it could be
I-
either
I'm
of
not-
these two, if
I
we get
think-
rid of either of them, then that's good for us.
I
Then we get
was
through
about
one
to
of
say
them.
Weapons or Amy.
I don't think it's worth us.
But that he was sitting here behind and like. Yeah.
But he's always quiet, like you.
Yeah, but I'm quiet as well. But I'm a noob. But then
He's a noob too,
If we
though.
both can like agree that you guys think it's Amy and Syndrome, I think it's Weapons and Amy.
I
Shouldn't
think
Amy
it's
be
you
the most best target?
So you think it's me and Wetpass.
Yeah.
I think it's Cinderin and Amy. You think it's Wetpass and Amy. Who do you think it is? Because we should vote on the one that's whoever the most people agree on,
Yeah.
because we could guarantee a vote.
okay. I think Ted is most.
Me and
Yeah.
who else?
Do I have to pick a second one?
For the sake of this discussion, I say yes.
It's like a toss-up. All right, I'll pick Amy then, if I have to pick one.
So
But-
I say Cinder and Amy. You say Amy or Wetpass, and Wetpass says Amy or Cinderin. So Amy is the common factor in there, isn't it?
But it's
Every-
still based on nothing. I'm only doing
We
it because
have
you're
to
putting me
pick
on this.
somebody.
You're putting me
We
on the
have-
spot.
Right, we have to pick somebody.
You're putting me on the
We
spot.
have to pick somebody, or we lose the game.
Well, is this vote going to continue on him, by the way?
Can I start a new vote on Amy or something?
Like,
Well-
this trick,
well, this
everyone,
If you wanna-
everyone wants to vote me off, like everyone here.
No.
No.
No, I would rather vote for Cinder. That's
Yeah, I would.
Who did you
rather
say?
vote for
You
Cinderin.
said me and
Everyone-
EGM.
no, everyone's
You said me and Amy. Who didn't say Amy?
Amy.
We said Amy was like,
Okay, one more, right? There was only 3 for Amy, right?
Yeah, and that would be. Oh,
That
wait.
was you, or what?
You said.
I said you, and Amy was my secondary.
Okay, so
So
you
did-
said Amy, I said Amy, you said Amy, and you said Amy. So she's actually 4 people saying that it could be her.
the only one that's not a suspect is EGM.
Yeah,
Why
in
is
fact,
that?
he's the only one who's not a suspect. I don't know. I'm just got a good feeling about this guy.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
I'm
feel
a
it's
nice
Cinder.
guy.
Okay, is this vote
I
going
mean,
through?
I think it was K-pop, Cinder, and Amy. So I think.
Right,
if
so
we do
I,
it, it could be
I
a good
said
shot,
I said
but-
Sind, you seconded it. We have to put that to the vote. So we'll vote now on Cinderin.
I think if we secure a kill on Amy, then we know a lot more. Like,
Well,
then
the thing is, if we kill Amy and she's town, we lose.
Oh,
okay,
if
we
you kill
lose.
me and I'm
Yeah.
time with lose.
That's
Oh, that's
true.
true as well.
And I
I
will
mean,
just say that you only piped up once we started talking about killing
If the
Cinderin.
lynch is wrong, we lose.
Yeah,
So it
this
doesn't
has
like.
to be right.
Okay, vote. We're voting on Cinderin. 3, 2, 1, vote. Doesn't pass.
Okay, Amy, we accuse.
Accuse Amy.
Amy defense.
You're idiots.
Alright,
Okay.
secure.
Okay,
Let's do
voting
it.
on Amy. 3, 2, 1, vote. You're dead, and Mafia wins.
Ah, I fucking told you it was Sind, you idiots!
Yeah, I was telling always like,
Oh,
I started playing with
Guys,
like, oh shit, they're gonna
Let me
take
just
Amy.
say, let me just say that your logic
Survived.
is like really false.